Hi, I'm Olivier, and I'm the guitar player for Cavalia.
I'm Hugo, and I'm the band leader and keyboardist of the show. The music in that show is the amplifier of the emotions of the show, so that's our job here.
I have to say the music is mostly composed in a very contemporary ambiance fashion. We don't use old instruments. It's very folklore, so lots of acoustic guitars and percussion and mysterious voices in the background, so it's more contemporary than using specific styles through history. And throughout that, we also have a liberty of interpreting and improvising and painting musically what's going on in front. So the historical part is more with the videos and the images you see, and the music is just there to support that. But it's not based on evolution of musical history. You won't have anything that will sound like that will make you have the impression you're back in the Stone Age or something, or in the middle, or in the Middle Ages. You know, for the Roman writing, it's more flamenco, not older music. It's more contemporary at that level.
Everything is practically live. We have some sequences, so but only a few things. There's because we can't play only with machines in that show, specifically in that kind of show, because of the horses, that they are playing longer or shorter. Sometimes the horse follows us, but most of the time we must follow the horse. So we are improvising a lot. So it's a funny part of the show for a musician. Sometimes we have to change if there's a change in the show with the acrobats or with the horses, a new part that is in the show, so we have to create some new stuff. Or sometimes it's just the length of the number because the horse decides to take the lead, so we just have to follow the what's happening on stage.
Yeah, when you work for Cavalia, when you have a contract, you do what you do. This is what I do all year, or for the past 3 years. That's what I've been doing. My own personal projects I do on my own for future, for when my contract is over. So I have my own stuff, my own goals eventually that I want to pursue, either working for Cavalia or working for other shows. Every musician in our situations thinks the same thing. It's a business that is always kind of like, what am I going to do next year? But for now, all my time is for Cavalia. And
it's kind of living with your family, because when you arrive here, you don't know anyone, but it takes maybe a few weeks and you know everyone, and you have to stay with everyone and work with everyone. And it's funny because when someone's leaving, we're all sad because we're losing a friend or a member of the family. But when someone new arrives, it's funny too, because we discover someone new, and he's a new part of the family. So we're 120, and it's a little village.
I got married on tour in Vegas with my wife, who works in the company now. This is our family, literally. You don't get to go home often. You have to get along with everybody, and I mean you have to, because if you don't, it makes work a lot difficult. We party together, we work together, we sleep together. I was married, there was many couples, there's people who had babies on tour, a few babies now, there's like 3.
And the fourth coming
up right now. And he's getting married soon, I guess. But congrats, man. You have to be able to let go what you have back home, everything, and leave it and start something new, and be able to live happily without your friends back home and your close family, and make your tour life your new home and your new family. That's the biggest difficulty, because work is work.
The selection is made by usually by the composer and me, because I'm the band leader. So the selection is made that when a contract is ending, we post the job, and people just send their CV and everything, and usually it's Canadian people that are interested to be part of the show as a musician. So because of the composer, he's famous in Canada, so everyone wants to work for him. So they apply to him, and we make the selection together. He has to be able to improvise a lot. He has to be ready to live in tour with in community like this, and he must be someone easy to live, you know. So
the one thing I could add to that is it's the first time I had to play with let's say, on a more technical side, with in-ear monitoring and a click, and him calling the shots. Okay, 3, 4, go, play here. The whole music is based on, you always hear the tempo the whole time. You always have him saying, okay, now play this, stop, go, stop, play. So when you hear the music in front, it sounds flawless, but in the back, it's a lot noisier, and there's a lot more movement, and strings break, and people get out of breath, and people drop stuff, and and there's mistakes happen sometimes, and people have to react really quickly, and that's his job to make sure that everything sticks together. So the musician who applies for this type of job needs to be able to keep on playing, look at the show, and listen to what's going on, at the chaos at the same time. Sometimes it goes really smooth, sometimes less. So to be able to manage all of that all at the same time, and be able to keep playing well and interpret what you have to do without it showing that something is going wrong or not, That's the biggest challenge in this type of job. And every night you have to play the exact same thing, like if it was in a studio. It has to be perfect. Hi, StereoZona from Cavalia. Peace out.